Hi everyone, welcome to another activity with AutoCAD. So this is the activity that we're gonna do. We have a couple of circles arranged in a beautiful manner. So here you can see there is many circles are here, and remember the template that we're gonna use is F4 and the units are in millimeter. So F4 template. Let me zoom out and adjust the template. Okay, here it's go. This is my template and we're going to start drawing this. So as usual, you know that the starting point is over here. This is the center of these two circles and it is 105 and 200. And here the center of circle is obviously it's the starting point, and so we know those details and we're going to draw this circle. So here for this circle we have the radius is 40, and for the big circle here we have the radius is 50. So what we're gonna do, we will draw two circles from the center. So let me take the circle first. So when you deal with the circle, so whenever you are drawing circle in AutoCAD, remember these two things. You need two information. First, the center of that circle, and second, either the radius or diameter. So the first thing that you need is the center. So we have the center, which is nothing but the starting point. And for the first circle, we have the radius, and second as well, we have radius. So let me take the circle. So here when you take circle, we have many options as I discussed in previous lesson. And since the radius is given, we gonna choose center and radius. And now specify the center point. To specify the center point, nothing but 105, 200. So 105, 200 and enter. Now we have to put radius of that circle. For the first circle, it is 40 mm. Enter. And now for the second circle, it is 50 mm. Take the circle again. You come over here. Since the snapping is turned on, you can see it will snap over the center. So same center, click. Now it is 50. That's it. So we managed to make two circles and come back. And here what we're gonna see, we have to trim out the remaining portions. So as you know that to use the trim tool, it's always we need an intersection. So without an intersection, we cannot use a trim tool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a line like this over the sketch, and then I trim out the remaining portion. So for this line, this length will be from here up to this. This length will be, since the radius is 50 for the big one, so this length will be 50 on both sides. So let me take the line, turn on the ortho mode, start from the center, 50 this direction, 50, enter. I'm going to use escape, take another line, start from the center, this way again, 50, that's it, escape. Now we have to trim out what we don't want. Take the trim tool. Now we need to trim out. How to trim out? You can use the method that I taught you before, or the easiest way, just select everything, Control A. Now we're gonna choose the trim tool and just trim this one and this semicircle and this small portion. We don't want that. Click and click. Now we finish the trimming, escape. We are done with that, right? So here we almost finished the top part. Now from here, you can see this is the 60 mm line in this direction, and then this will be, it's obvious this will be 50 from the top, and this length, since this radius is 50, this length is also 50. So I'm going to turn on ortho mode since it's a vertical, horizontal, straight lines, 60, 50 and 50. So take the line, turn on ortho mode. Start from here. This is 60. Enter. 50 this way. 50. Enter. And we're gonna move 50 down. That's it. So now escape. We managed to make up to this. Now think about what is remaining. So come back. So here we have a circle with a radius 50. Either you can use an arc or circle. But it's better to finish this side from this point towards this, I mean up to this distance is 60, which is already given on opposite side. So let me finish this line. Take the line, start from here, ortho mode is on, and 60, enter, escape, done. Now we're gonna make the circle. So how to draw the circle? So as usual, when you want to draw a circle, always remember what is your center and what is the radius or diameter. So here we have the center, this is the point. We already constructed that point, and the radius is 50. So I'm gonna choose circle with radius. Pick the center first, click. Now define the radius, which is 50, enter. We're done with that. Now we have to trim out the portion that we don't want. So I'm gonna choose trim. Maybe you can select all and you can trim whatever you don't want, but the professional way of trimming goes this way. Take the trim tool. Now select the connections, this line and this line. Select the connections, then enter. So why I choose that one? Come back to our question. You can see this curve is actually connecting between these two lines. So I choose those two lines and hit enter. And then after, when you place your mouse over here, you can see this portion gonna delete when you click. And you come over here, this portion gonna delete when you click. So it detect based on the connection. So obviously we want this one, we don't want this. So when you confirmed it, then just click. It gone. Now escape. So now we managed to make the outer profile of this activity. Now get back to the question. Here we have some more things to do on the sketch. So let me zoom in. So here we got one circle here inside, another small one right here. So as I told you, you need two information, the center and the radius or diameter. But here's this circle, we have the diameter, and if you have the diameter, you can easily find the radius. Let the radius will be there. So the radius is 10. And when you look into this figure, you can see this circle is tangent with the circle above, and it's also tangent with this line. The tangent means the line that you draw just passes over it, but it is not cross the circle. You already aware about what is tangent. So think this situation. Imagine I'm gonna draw a tangent to this circle. So here you can see this is the tangent. And we have one more tangent that is tangent across that line. So if you take this way, we have another tangent in this direction. So you got two tangents and we have the radius 10. So if you are in this situation, you can easily insert a circle with tangent with this curve and this line. And the radius is 10. So by using those three information, you can draw a circle by using a specific tool. So just click here, down there, you can find there is a particular circle called tan radius, or in short TTR. Just select this one. Here you can see the symbol. You have two tan and one radius. Select this one. Now your circle is tangent with this curve. So click, and your circle is tangent with this line. Click, and you should put your mouse inside because you need circle inside this semicircle. So you put your mouse here. Now you're going to enter the radius. You can see specified radius of circle 10, enter. Now you see as easy as that. The circle is coming inside. Now return back to the question. If you want to draw this small circle, again we have same scenario. So what's the scenario here? We have to construct a tangent here as well as here. So, and the radius is, since the diameter is 10, the radius is 5. Okay, so we got the radius and we got two tangent. I'm going to choose tan radius again. So now it is tangent from here. Click. You can see that green notation that actually stands for the tangent constraint. So that's a symbol for tangent constraint. Just click when you see that. And you click here, because tangent with both, and put your mouse inside. Now put the radius of circle as 5 and enter. That's it. Now we managed to make those two circles. Return back to the question. Now the remaining thing here is the 4 circles inside the drawing. So there is many methods that you can actually draw these 4 circles inside this figure. But I would like to show you the easiest possible way that you can adopt in AutoCAD. You're going to learn some new things as well. So here, as you know, to draw the circle, we need 2 information, the center and diameter. So the center of these 4 circles, if you take the easiest circle, will be this. Why? Because the center of the circle is already given x coordinate 85, y coordinates 170. So it's easy. And the diameter of these 4 circles are, so it is given and specifically mentioned the same on 4 places. So I'm going to choose the circle with diameter and I start with 85, 170. So take the circle with diameter and the coordinate is 85, 170. Now enter. Now your circle is starting from that particular defined point and the diameter is 10 because we choose circle and diameter 10. So we managed to make that circle. Now we can make the remaining 3 copies. So actually what you can do, you can make a copy and move at a distance 40, then you can move from here towards 20 and you can move again in this direction at a distance 40. You can do all those things as per your idea. But I would like to teach you the easiest way. So this method, what we call pattern. So here you can see these tool pattern. There is 3 different types of pattern that we are usually use: a rectangular array, path array, and polar array. Now let me discuss what is polar array. So on this demonstration, you can see if you want to rotate or make a copy of something about a line or about a center, you're going to use polar array. So if you check the rectangular array, in case of rectangular arrangement like this, if you want to make a copy of something on the corners of rectangles, you're going to use rectangular array. So it is obvious that for this kind of arrangement, we should use rectangular array. So I'm going to select this circle and go for rectangular array. Select the circle, choose the rectangular array. You can see there is a bundle of circle is coming. Is something wrong? No, you just need to arrange something to get the proper sketch. So let me go back to our question. So here we have to identify how many columns and rows of the object that we have. So if you take, you know that how to count columns and row, we have row number 1 and row number 2. So we have 2 rows here. We have 2 rows. And what about the columns? How many columns that we have here? This is column number 1 and column number 2. So it is 2 rows and 2 columns. So come over the settings that you're seeing on the top. Number of columns, that is what you need to put here, 2. It is obvious. And here you can see the other columns gone. Now we have 2 columns. Now the extra thing is row. Make sure the row number, the number of rows is 2 and click. Now you can see there is only 2 column and 2 row. See? But what is pending here? The distance between the row and the distance between the column is different. So what we want, if you check the distance between column, you can see it is 40 millimeter. Now down here under this option column, you have to make this as 40 millimeter and enter. You can see it moving. So the column distance is 40 now. Now what about the distance between row? The distance between row is nothing but 20. I'm going to put 20 here. 20. Enter. Now it adjusts as per our requirement. So then you can close your array. And if you want to edit each and every element of your pattern separately, better uncheck this option associative so that you can edit one by one and close the array. Once you finish, that's it. So within one click, you can make your sketch. That's the advantage of rectangular array. So maybe in another video, we will learn polar array and path array. The catch in this activity is all about how you can draw circles with a center, as well as how you can make tan radius. Hope you remember these 2 circles. We use TTR tool, and then patterning. So patterning is a very important thing that you learned in this activity. We just make one and choose rectangular array. By defining the number of rows and column, you can have as much copy as you want. So that's the end of the lesson. Thank you for watching. Keep checking my channel for upcoming videos.